Word is, Smoochie, he's got them
Yeah,
Wood.
chopsticks.
down there in the wood, eh? Down there in the wood, the Inwood, over
They
there.
got all types of wood down there in Inwood. Smoochie's got them chopsticks. He just said, you go down there and playing around, they'll call out Smoochie. He knows how to use them chopsticks, and they're made out of wood.
There in the wood. Yep. Tiffany and Pug and all.
Chopsticks. Something I really don't know how to use. Ask anyone that's ever went to the restaurant with me. I'm not very good at chopsticks. Yeah, I've gotten better over the years. My brother is a professional chopsticker. He's the one that's taught me how to use them. I generally ask for a fork and a knife or a fork and a spoon because I like to eat it like a. Well, anyway, when I was younger, I used to just like to scarf it down. I was so hungry. Well, as you get older, chopsticks are something you can really enjoy the food with slowly. Let's see. But yeah, it's something you can really enjoy slowly. Um, and surely. So I think I'll get better at eating with chopsticks. Look at she's even eating popcorn with chopsticks. It enhances the experience of eating. Eating is all about textures, and it's like so many different things than that. It's also like the environment. It's an environmental change that you can do to enhance your eating experience. Utensil change. Utensils. Always been a big fan of utensils, but I wasn't the richest, so I didn't have many when I was younger. But I used to dream about having all these utensils. I remember how utensils were like gold in my eyes. It's like only the richest of the rich people I felt like had all these utensils in their kitchen. Like auntie or grandmas or the rich people or people that you'd look up to or whatever that you didn't know personally, they'd have utensils. Lots of them. But anyway, with harder work, I mean, utensils aren't as expensive as you would think anymore. You can get a lot of utensils, but the price adds up, and you want the utensils to last. So I generally try to get like a more expensive utensil that's going to last. It's a great investment, and you never have to buy the utensil again. But once you notice when you get older, if you move around a lot, you start to lose utensils and stuff like that. So then you start to realize the value of the utensils. But you save a lot of money having all stuff like the proper utensils and kitchenware and things because you won't need to spend as much money at a restaurant and whatnot or what have you because you won't need the restaurant because you'll have your own restaurant at home. Whatever utensils, I don't know. Not much else to say. What's Gordon Ramsay saying about kitchen kits? What you need to be a better chef. What you need to be a better chef? Well, for me, I need to lose weight to be a better chef. That'd be a good one. So I got more stamina. I can sit there and really take my time with the food. But I'm still I'm pretty good. But that's one thing I can't cook if I'm too lethargic. So it's good to stay a nice healthy weight. And one way to do that is watch your portions. And there's a one guy on the TikTok, I think it is,
And all the Pugs and all.
that watches his portions. I used to be one to just clean the plate off. Because when you're a kid, your mom and dad and everyone say, clean your plate off and whatever. Or it's actually in the movies too, it became a cool thing.
It is so bad, I want to give you a 0. But that's not.
But this guy's made it. This guy's made it cool. I can't remember his name. I just call him he should have made his name the portion guy, honestly. But he he buys this meal, like say he buys like 10 chicken wings. And I've always been the one to not really, yeah, I've had cold chicken wings here and there. But I would always tend to eat my chicken wings right away so I don't have to get them cold. But he takes out one chicken wing and he heats it up, and a little bit of like a couple fries, and it curbs the craving enough. Yeah, I was a big overeater. I just ignored that signal. Now that I've got older, my body said, Tom, that's the signal that you've been missing, and there's the spray insulin you've been missing. Like you could feel it. You're extremely hungry. I used to just ignore it, maybe because I was always eating such good restaurant food. Because when we moved down to Florida, my mom and dad were big into restaurants. We got to try all the United States restaurants. It was United States restaurant after United States restaurant. Cracker Barrel and whatnot. Whatever. We were eating everything was restaurants, steakhouses, buffets, what have you. And there was no sitting back. I was just so good at food, you just sat there and ate it. Outback Steakhouse, whatever. Anyways, but that's neither here nor there. But so I was ignoring my body's reaction to when I should have stopped eating and whatnot, things like that. But as I got older and started learning more about insulin and started learning more about diabetes with my auntie and whatnot, I started to identify these things even greater than I ever did before. And it was actually here at this apartment that I realized I was eating, and I actually could feel the click. Like I was super, super starving. I had this big plate of food in front of me, and I only took like one or two bites, and it hit the stomach, and then you could immediately. I wasn't completely starving, starving anymore. I was contempt already, where I didn't need to even eat anymore. I could wrap it up and get up and continue on with my day. So that's one thing. Um, but so I learned that. So now I can use that to my advantage to try to help me lose weight with my condition, which happens to be diabetes and many other things. So all I can do is try to get my scale to go healthier instead of more of the other way, which would only end in a bad situation where I would destroy my body or whatever. So I'm trying to get healthy because to make money, I'm wondering, well, how come I'm not making this amount of money? Well, it has to do with the weight. And keep doing that. So I'm lucky that we have such a great system in Canada where hardworking families like me, or that I'm a part of, have a kid like me. I busted my butt for 10 years, did my due diligence, and now I'm finally being taken care of by my what was that again? I have now I'm covered under disability, where I can start focus on becoming a good man like this, like I was capable and supposed to be. But unfortunately, I ended up sort of like this. But yeah, we're lucky we have that system. But yeah, it's a scale like this. You're like this, growling and ravenous, and then you go to a neutral and satisfied. And it's good to stop as soon as you're like satisfied where you don't need any more. And then there's full, stuffed, bloated. Yeah, and I go to the stuffed and I go to the bloated. I have this, I don't know, I just sometimes I don't feel right if I'm not full, stuffed, or bloated. Well, I like to be full or stuffed, but sometimes I accidentally go bloated and then other ones. Eating disorders. Yes, I have an eating disorder, obviously. I'm what's known as probably hypervolemic. I throw up on a routine basis throughout my life. Probably it's mine is sometimes it happens frequently in a month, sometimes it doesn't, but at least I know it's many times every year I have bulimic events.